I actually had one of my drivers gave me the book. I didn't read it. I read it like when I had
one of your employees.
one of my employees.
Wow.
Never heard of
That's
it.
awesome.
And it was everything that I was fumbling through in business and learning and looking at. So today, I mean, in that 2020, was it 2019, 2020 area is the first investment property, I'll call it, that I purchased when I started learning more about cash flow, et cetera.
So wait 1 second. Sorry. So your driver, I'm putting this together.
Yeah.
You had already sold a company.
His name's David Dorval. He's actually from Miami as well.
Is he really?
Yeah,
so you had already sold a company and you done exit. You had done a lot of stuff before you read the book.
You speak like this guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you had some of it.
Yeah.
So
No, I never had heard of it.
You'd never heard of it.
Never even heard of Robert Kiyosaki.
And you had already done pretty well in business.
Already done well in business.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you got the book with the next company, the delivery company. Okay. The driver gives it to you.
Totally changed my mind, the way I even operate my company and the way that I invest and look at taxes, et cetera.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And, like I said, I, studied all that, the real estate stuff, but it started by obviously listening to that book, and it just made me think differently, but I didn't really know where to start or whatever. Then his podcast led me to George Gammon, to the real estate guys and Kenny McElroy. And then
I just,
conference. Yeah, 100%.
And right? You hadn't really bought much real estate at that point.
Yeah, at that point.
You had your own house?
I had my own house, and then the first one I bought was a 4-unit. Right.
Okay.
So
because of the book.
Because of the book. Yeah.
I love it.
And because I was paying, when I sold my liquor company, I paid a ton in tax.
Yeah.
And I did pull the Jim Rohn, where I wrote it in the memo with great pride. I write this check. If you study Jim Rohn,
I love it.
Right? Jim Rohn talks about, he talks about that. But then I'm just like, that's the dumbest thing I did. How do people not pay tax? All this other stuff. So it took me on a whole different journey.
Yep.
Randomly, David Dorval used to drive for me. He's a great kid. Yeah, he's from Miami, originally from Haiti. Yeah, his family is good dude. Lives in Atlanta now. I still talk to him. He's a young kid. I push him. I was never easy on him, like Pat Martin was never easy on me.
Yep.
Frustrated him, but I was okay with that.
Yeah.
And he's doing great. He's boxing. He's doing all kinds of cool things.
Awesome.
And so, like I would say, 100% business-wise, Robert Kiyosaki is a go.
Rich Dad, Poor Dad, great book.
100%.
And spinoffs of that.
And
book
I
too.
study with Robert today because I wanted to surround myself with great people, the mentors, and I just keep my mouth shut and I listen to them. And I study four times a year with them for 3 days.
Okay.
In a group of great people called The Collective that I do. It's a good chunk of money to be in that room, but
networking.
It changes the way that you look at, the Collective. It's called The Collective Inner Circle.
Awesome.
Kenny's in it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Robert Kiyosaki's in it. There's some great people, my friend Phil Ingram, Steve Rice, then my business partner, Danny Barisi's in there.
In there too. Okay, awesome.
And Danny's one of my partners in real estate. So collectively to today, where I sit, what I'm involved with, approaching on 700 properties.
So insane. Across the U.S. International?
Yep. So Wisconsin, Florida, Minnesota, and Texas.
And a lot of them rental. They're
residential
rentals.
All residential rentals. Actually, I take that back. We have a few car washes. So,
amazing.
and that just, when you start studying real estate, you see what the good tax plays are there.
Yeah.
So,
amazing.
And
those are the only commercial car washes.
Yeah.
Amazing. I've read about them.
Here's the simple thing, right? I love our delivery company. I love our people. We pay our team. I actually have a little bit more staff is what I can, but I can remove myself from actively being involved into that all the time. And I spend my time actually on real estate. So I use the cash flow from that, invest into real estate. And then when like bonus depreciation, becoming a real estate professional, don't listen to me. You got to hire your right people to get the right advice. But I want to send you off and look into a different way of thinking about things. And when you roll around and you look at the end of the year, I actually pay 0 income tax.
Amazing.
Because then I'm able to actually take that money instead of writing it to the government. The government wants to partner with you. It's not a tax loophole.
No.
It's not. I don't even like that term. It's not like going around your taxes. Robert Kiyosaki always says you're selfish if you own one home, right? And so I've been able to multiply that into providing food through the delivery company, right, to 200 plus employees. Now I'm also able to help provide housing up to, it's getting close to that. We're not there yet, but it's approaching 700 families that are around in how many different states.